16 minutes. Let's see if we could just hit request and see what happens. Yo, what's up, gang? It's your boy Iconic back with another video. It is currently 7:57 a.m. on a Friday, so the last trading day, right? So just getting ready to mark up my charts, see if we can find a good trade today. If not, it is what it is. All right, so let's go ahead and get that done. Okay, so I'm marking up my 7:20 and my 8 a.m. Then what I do next, I find the highest point in between those lines. This is just my simple strategy. This is what works for me. So I'm gonna call that my pre-market high. Okay, pre-market high is just pretty much anything before the stock market opens. So your pre-market could go all the way up to 9, it could start at 9, but this is what I do. Just have to let the dog out of the office. And let's get this going. So as of right now, this is my pre-market low because I highly doubt that this candle is going to come and snap it out. Okay. All right, so pre-market high, pre-market low. Next thing I'm doing, I'm going to be looking for a supply or demand level. Okay, so we see this area here as a nice little demand. Okay. Just mark that off. So 1 minute demand. We also have these levels down here. So we have a nice structure break here. Even though this candle didn't break structure, which would make this demand a little bit stronger, the entire leg, we did have a structure break on that leg. Okay, we're gonna mark that off. And these are just all areas of interest. Doesn't mean that the market's gonna, stop at that level. So that's our 1 minute demand. And to be honest with you, I'm thinking we're gonna have some good shorting because the market did make some highs, and I highly doubt that the market's gonna continue to high throughout this the remainder of the day. So I'm contemplating short and possibly shorting all the way down here to this level. I think the market could come down here, right? Mark that off as our 1 minute demand. Okay, all right, the market's starting to do its thing. Let's see if we can figure out where it's going to go. What I like to do is go ahead and put a horizontal line, and then I'll scroll to see where the market might be able to give me some rejection. Okay, so this looks like a nice area here. A little wider than I would like, but it is what it is. And then we also have these highs up here. That might be the highest the market actually. No, actually not the highest it's been. So the highest looks like it's about here. Let's mark this off. And again, this is on the 1 minute chart. So you can see your highs, you can see the highest high that the market made, and you can see the lowest low that the market made. So let me change the color on that just so I can verify. We're gonna mark that. Okay, so let's go to the 1 hour. Let's go to the 4 hour. Let's reset that chart. All right, so as you can see, that was the highest point. Okay, let's go back to the 1 minute. Okay, so again, for me to short the market, I'm looking for the market to break the pre-market high and possibly tap into this zone here. Right? For a short. If it's a long trade, looking for the market to break the pre-market low, tap into either one of these zones for a long position. Okay, I want to go back and see where else the market could possibly go. I don't think it's going to go all the way up here. So it's a high possibility, especially if it takes out the pre-market low. Then I'll just probably look forward to continue making highs. But as of right now, I don't exactly know what the market's going to do. So it's just a waiting game. And so this video is not extremely long. I'm going to go ahead and pause the video and I'll be back. All right, I'm back. Just letting the video run. Typically, the market will give me about 2 opportunities. You know, take out the pre-market high, pull back to break the pre-market low into a structure area or demand area, whatever you want to call it, and then continue. The same thing for the pre-market low. It could break the pre-market low, push up, break the high, and push back down. It could do that shit all day. Fridays, if you think about it, really and truly, Friday is typically the market runs. It runs on Fridays. Or maybe that depends on the instrument that you're trading too. But for NAS, once it starts moving, it just continues. Take a sip of some water. Let's push this all the way up here. Let's take a look at I like setting this up in advance. Risk is 500. I'll set the take profit afterwards. I don't really want to put a take profit in there. I'm going to do 0. Well, I'm trying to get this line to disappear here. We'll just keep it. We'll just. So I got that set up. I want to make the reason why I put the take profit here, not that I'm looking at 1500, it makes it easier when I go to move it up or down. Because if you see right now, the market is only set up for a buy position. So if I want to sell, I'm going to have to move the SL above and the TP below. So this way I can see it on the screen. If I put it at 3000, it's just going to disappear. Then I'm going to have to move the time frame to find it. So we'll just leave it like that. Let's go back to the charts because this thing will move. Okay. I wish this was connected into TradingView. It'll make it so much easier just being on one screen. As far as recording, I have my laptop and then I have dual monitors. So I just have it on everything on one screen right now. But it would be nice just to be recording TradingView and taking a trade on TradingView. I know for sure we're going to get some type of movement at 8:30, but I would like to see the market, you know, maybe push into one of my levels before that happens. That way we can get it on the push, because sometimes the push is so strong you miss that push. Because whatever trade I get into, I don't want to be stuck into that trade and then be stuck in drawdown. Well, if I'm stuck in a trade and being in profit, that's awesome, but I don't want to be stuck in drawdown. Last night I took a trade and I missed a great trade last night. But let me rephrase that. I didn't miss a great trade. I slept through the profit. So I shorted the market. Market dropped maybe about 5 hours. I had my take profit at maybe like $5,000. Reason being because I thought that throughout the Euro session it was just gonna keep tanking. So I was like, I wanted to capitalize. Then I woke up, the market was back at my entry, so I just closed it out. So far for the week, not doing too bad. Look at close position last 7 days. $7,471.19. Last 365 days. I've only had this account now for about what, 8 days maybe. Last 30 days. Last 365 days. $7,889.96. I think that's what I'm able to withdraw, and they get to keep 20%. Let's go back to this market. All right, market's pushing up. So what I'm looking to see again is for the market to push into my level, right? Let's go ahead and let's do this. I like to have it labeled, that way I know where it's coming from. Even though I mostly only use the 1 minute chart, I still like to have my verbiage. No, this would be if you were trading off the daily. You could use different colors, or you could just use the words. So that's the 1 minute demand.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Let's see if the market could push up into it. So if it pushes up into the 1 minute demand, then I'll be looking for a sell. I'm looking for some type of evening star pattern or shooting star, which is just really a single candle. Something shooting star would be a candle like this little candle right here, but it would be reversed. So that instead of it looking like, well, I guess that's kind of like a shooting star. We could go to our trusted friend Google and look, but more like this little spinning top right here. It's kind of like similar to a spinning top, really. And I've been trying to trade with extreme discipline and not break my rules of trading, but it happens. Especially last night when I took that trade, I didn't have to. Shouldn't have. Should have found a book to read or a hole to crawl into or something. I didn't go out this morning to do Amazon. I have a block at around 11:45, I think. I didn't want to miss the last day of trading for, possibly gain on the account. Make the borders a little bit lighter. That way they could stand out. It's just that I don't know, for some reason, man, too many lines, or it just, or the lighter the line gets, I don't know why, but the way my brain works, the shit confuses me. But I'm gonna, just for the video purposes, because I don't know if you guys could actually see the levels properly. Looks like it wants to take out the pre-market high. And it could take out the high and not look back. But right now it's just a lot of indecision. A lot of indecision in the market right now. And it requires a lot of patience at this time. I'm not trying to predict. I'm just trying to react to what I see in the market. React to what I see. If it aligns with if it aligns with my analysis, so to speak. I've seen this happen before, where the market failed to take out the high, and then it just took it like there was literally no one looking to push it higher, and it tanked. But at this point, I don't know what it's doing, and I'm not taking any trades, so I'm still waiting. Because if I take a trade right now and then lose, I'm gonna feel real shitty. If I take a trade and I win, I'll feel good, but at the same time I didn't follow the plan. So is it a good trade? No, it was just luck. But like I said, I've seen this setup before, where the market failed to make a new high and then tanked all the way to break the low. But this chair needs some oil. I don't think there's any data coming out. I did see something about some type of speech, but I don't even think that's relevant right now to the markets. $17. Waller. Yeah, so I don't know. Last time he spoke was on the 27th, so you'd have to go back to the 27th of March to see if it was impactful. But nah. And that's at 10:15 anyway. Alright, she's dropping. I think once it taps into this level, it's going to give a good opportunity for a buy. supply. I don't know what the market doing right now, but I'd love to see it drop into this level. Give me a good wick rejection so I can enter into a long position. Same thing for the supply. Wick, short. Morning star from the bottom, evening star from the top. Night night. It's going down. Market's just contained in this range. Almost like it's just waiting for 8:30 to start acting, reacting. A lot of demand levels. Take a swig of this good agua. This was a nice gap right here. Okay, looks like it's gonna do something now. Look like it's gonna do something. I don't like when the levels are this wide. I don't care for them, but it is what it is. All right, so pre-market got tapped into. I want to see a close above it. If it's not, if it wicks into it, then it should be a long wick. But I'd rather see the market trade into it and then wick out with, like I said, in terms of going short, a evening star pattern. This wick is not good enough for me to even attempt to take a short, and I'd rather just to see the market push up a little bit higher. patience. Quite a bit of pressure came in. Almost took out 2 candles. But this push didn't meet my criteria, so I'm still waiting. Five minutes till 8:30. We know that 8:30 we're gonna get a decent push. If I don't get a trade, I'm probably just gonna show you guys the withdrawal. I'll probably just go ahead and withdraw my money for the week. $8.26, market counting down. This is a decent area to buy from, but again, it doesn't meet my criteria. So if I did my withdrawal right now, I'll get $6,311.97. All right. Payouts are processed on working days from 10 a.m. on 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Dubai time. Shit, what time is it in Dubai right now? Let's get back to this charts. $4:30 p.m. So it wouldn't get processed till Monday. It's all good. So it would be nice if I could add. Really and truly, I wanted to withdraw 10 bands. Like I wanted to get $10,000 in my account. That's really my goal. $8:30. All right, let's take a look, see what's going on. Let's pull this up. Market look like it wants. All right, so what I'm gonna do is, shit, I'm gonna set this up for a short. Okay, we're just gonna set it up for a short. Still watching the market. This is some, you know, I know. Let me tell you, man. I've gotten a little bit more disciplined, and I and the honest truth is, I think having a little more money, like you brought your account to a certain level, I think it makes you a little bit more disciplined, right? Because you have some type of cushion, and at the same time, you don't want to lose the money that you earned. So I think it makes you a little bit more disciplined, to be honest, versus when you don't have any cushion or you don't have any funds. You want to make it so bad. You get what I'm saying? That's how I feel. That's just my POV. Because having it, seeing it there, well, technically you don't have it until you request it. All right, so another. See, I want to see the market reject into this level. You see what I'm saying? Like this little tap. No, I want to see market push up, especially to the median line inside the supply area, and give me that nice wick rejection. That will make me feel comfortable taking this trade. But we also have to take into consideration that the market did make some new highs and it could possibly continue those new highs. But the last high that we had, right, the market stood there for a long time. The market went up and the market started tanking off, right? I'm kind of looking at this candle here, but I would love to see more of the, this would be more of a hammer, right? I want to see a shooting star. So I'll give you an example for a shooting star pattern. Okay, so that's a shooting star right there. This blue one right here. So see that wick? That's kind of like what I'm looking for. And then when you do a morning star, you'll see a 3-bar pattern, right? So a morning star, I'm sorry, evening star, because we're looking to go down. So we have an evening star. And that's what an evening star looks like, right? So I'm looking for something like that before I take the trade. And those are typically found at, I don't want to say highs and lows, tops and bottoms, but significant levels, so to speak. It's like I get a sense that a lot of buyers, sellers want to come into the market, but not sure why it's trading so iffy. It's trading mad iffy. Let me scroll over. Take a look at this again. We do have these levels up here. A lot of liquidity sitting in this market. But I just feel like this is a level where the market would retrace from. Something's happening. Okay. So let's go back over here real quick. Let's go back over here. Look how many times the market just kept tagging into this, or attempt to tag. Once market tag, and it just kept trying to tank, push back up into that level and tank. So now I'm thinking there's a lot of sellers still left right here. That's the reason why I chose that area. So let's go back, reset the chart. All right, let's see what we got going on. All right, so we're getting some type of movement. Getting some type of movement. Okay, I'm getting some push. Okay. Okay. Let's see how this candle closes. Come on now. All right, so I love the way this closes, this candle here. I like the way that closed. So now if we could get this candle to come back below here, then I'll jump in on a short. If we could get this, if I could get this candle here to push back below and close below here, then I'm going to jump into a short. But at the same time, the market tends to retest, right? Too much bulls right now, too much bulls. But it would be nice if I could get this bullish candle to close below the previous candle. Then I'll feel comfortable taking my short position right there. And then it's just risk on from there. All right. So 10 seconds for this candle to close. Ooh, that shit is closing kind of deeper than I would like. All right. I think I'm going to go ahead and take a short. All right, so I just entered into a short. Okay. All right. Now let's go back and monitor this thing. Okay. Let's monitor this thing. Typically, this would be your first place to take a, if you're the kind of person that take profit off the table, I never really close out. I just close out everything at once, right? It's kind of like how I trade. I don't have TP1, TP2, TP3, but to each his own if that's what you want to do. Okay. And it's pretty standard for the market to pull back into this level, at least 50% into this candle here, right? So I'm just monitoring right now. If it starts to violate these levels, then I'll probably take a small L. But based on my trading style, I did follow my setup. So we'll let it run. I'm risking $500. If I lose 500, I'm just gonna go ahead and take out my money. Whatever I make, I'm gonna go ahead and take out my money. All right. So let's go back over here. So we're down $41. Okay. And I know this here doesn't align with how I actually have my stop loss. I just use it as a reference, really. If I were to put, come on now, let's go ahead and get these numbers from over here. So my stop loss is 862. Let's set this up. Stop loss, which I typically adjust that anyway, but okay, so that's my stop loss. Take profit. Take profit. And then entry price. And then we enter that 18,597. 597 point. What was it? 59? 28. 28. Okay. So that risk to reward based on where I have my stop loss is a 5. Is it 5? 5 to 1, right? Based on the $500. So what I'm gonna do, guys, this video is at 44 minutes. Yo, I'm gonna pause this video and for about a few minutes just to see if we get any reaction, and I'll be back. So, but before I go, what I typically do, as soon as I get to maybe $250 in profit, I move my stop loss. I reduce my stop loss to maybe $250. Sometimes I put my stop loss at break even, right? Because if you're up, normally, even yesterday I was on a trade and I was up $989 and I didn't take it because I was trying to get 3,000 on it. I didn't take the trade, but I ended up closing it for $300 and something profit, which to me is like so fucking stupid. So it's still a lot of things that I'm battling with. Like, you didn't want to take 900. Let's run off 1,000. You didn't want to take 1,000, but you're willing to take 300 plus. Like, shit don't make no sense. But I'll typically just move my stop loss either at break even or close to break even. All right. So let's just go ahead and pause this video and I'll be back. All right, gang, I'm back. So I just came from walking the dogs. The market is stagnant. So we do have stock market opening in 9 minutes. Let's go ahead and extend this out. Market hasn't done anything since I entered into this trade, other than pushing up all the way to my supply level, and then retraced a little bit. So I'm probably, I don't even know where I got into. Okay, so I got in up here. So I might be up $20 or some shit. I don't know. Oh, $68. Okay. Let's see if it could continue. Let's push this to a 30-minute chart. All right, so I'm all the way down here. Normally, when you set a stop loss on Match Trader, I don't know for whatever reason why. If you put 500, it always puts a different number in there. Like I said, 534. I like to round that shit off. All right. So risking $500 to make $3,000. And I always like to put my take profit, like I said, further, because you never know with this market. It could literally just tank. Like anything could happen at any time and it tank. Now, still, you could always have a mental take profit in your head. Like, you know what, if it gets to 1,000, I'm taking it. And that's that's what the market doing a regular trading, regular trending up, regular trending down, and it gets to that level, you close it out. But because this is the forex / indices space, whatever you want to call it, anytime data could come out, anytime some type of news could come out. So I just always like to go a little bit lower. All right. So I'm going to pause this for the next 7 minutes. I'll be back when the market opens or just before the market opens to see what direction this takes us in. Because I don't think this is enough for me to move my stop loss. Yeah, definitely not enough. So 115, maybe if we push down here, if it pushes down here and it's closer to 930, then I'm definitely going to move my stop loss. That way, it just don't spike me out for the full 500 instantaneously. Because some spike is going to happen. Listen, man, $100 extra a day is crazy. That's good fucking money. Most days when I do Amazon Flex and I do two blocks, I'll get $126. Sometimes I get $144. It depends on how many hours I work that day. Right. So look at that. That's an Amazon Flex block right there. That's two blocks, two Flex blocks. Because on average, I make about $18 an hour. There's days, and I mean, technically, they'll tell you 18, but for the most part, I always finish my blocks at least an hour before it's supposed to end, right? Which makes the hourly a little bit more. Sometimes 2 hours before, depending on how much packages I get, right? And how close the locations are. There's times when I average $30 an hour doing Amazon Flex. Obviously the blocks are probably, it's like a 3-hour block or a 3.5-hour block, so it's not like I'm doing 300 for 8 hours. We're getting some movements, man. We're getting some movements. Look at this. Look at this. Getting some movements. This is an area of concern right here. So like I said, we have 5 minutes till 9:30. Let me just pause this real quick and I'll be back. All right, I'm back. Just had to talk to my wife real quick. All right, look at that run, guys. So we're up 345, 350, 360. Market's pushing down nicely. We have 5 minutes to go. I'm going to go ahead and actually move my stop loss to break even. Let's go ahead and move this. We're going to set it at, actually, let's go ahead and just set it to 100. Because if we risk 100, that's not too bad. So we got that out. So like I said, this area is a decent demand area, right? That's exactly what the market did. The market pushed right into that demand, pushed up a little bit. Doesn't mean that it's going to push all the way back up, but it could. I don't want it to. I have my take profit there, what is that for the day? Let's see what that is. $963. $963, that's not bad. But look at all this gap down here though. Look at all this gap, this big old gap. From here to here is a good gap. 4,000. Right there. All right, let's go ahead and set it at 1900 for now. I wish they would make Match Trader where you could adjust the actual, you know, from the vertical bar here to the right. Make scrunch. I don't even know what word that is. 300, 310. Market pulling back. Nice pullback. Oh, look at that. That's pulling back real hard. I'm not trying to take no L after being up 300. Let's go ahead and do this. Fuck that. All right, set it at 250. 2 minutes left to go. So I need this candle here to just keep dropping. The reason why I move it is just for spread purposes. You know, yesterday I took a trade, right? I took a L yesterday when I shouldn't have, right? But then I got a swap charge for almost the same price as what I'm. So if you see here, 141.82, and the swap was 103.18. I don't know why I had a swap. Maybe because I have no idea. I don't think that trade went into the went overnight or anything like that. But other than this loss here, I made some great trades. So you can see here, 1,360.80, 2015, 1,000, 2015, and these are pretty much daily trades, right? So I had some decent trades. Go back to the open position. All right, so now I'm gonna move my damn stop loss to $1 because I know this shit is about to minus $1. Even though I move it to minus $1, I'm gonna end up losing like 25 if it decides to stop me out. Because you gotta pay your spread to get out the market. Okay, there she goes right there. Let's see what it does. Need to see some sellers. Give me some sellers. Give me some sellers. I don't want to be nobody's liquidity. Well, I can't because I already moved my stop loss. Market giving some confusion. Come on, baby. Come on. Come on. Still up 383. Yo, market going crazy. I'm keeping my finger on the trigger. Market going crazy. Let's move this stop loss $25. At least we'll cover just a little bit of the spread. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Tank for daddy. Tank for daddy. Come on. Tank. Let's look at TradingView. I like the way TradingView looks. So you see that shit took out a pre-market low. Let's move this. Market top right into that demand level. Right? So this was been a perfect place to get out the market. It tapped into the demand. So what would we expect from that? For market to rebound. But for some reason, I'm expecting the market to tank. That's the thing. Maybe I should just take my profit and be good with it. But then I'm gonna be mad if the shit drop. You know, I don't know. That's the dilemma of a trader, I guess. I need it to drop. I need it to drop. Come on, baby. Let's get back to here where we can see the profits. So this right now is the 1 minute chart. I remember when a friend of mine, he traded on the 1 minute chart. And I used to be like, bro, you crazy. Like, that shit moved too fast for me. I was so stuck on the 1 hour chart. Like, now I can't even look at the 1 hour chart. Like, I'm so addicted to the 1 minute chart. And most days, the honest truth is, most days I don't look at any other time frame. If I do, I don't know. It's maybe just to gauge where the market is going to go. But I see the same thing on the 1 minute. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and close this out for $360. Listen, take profit. Profit is a profit. I don't know. Something just tell me take my money. Stop being greedy. So $8,250.78. All right. So we took that. That was a nice little win. Let's look at this market for a few more minutes and see what it does. But let's go back to trading view. Like I said, this right here, this demand setup would be a decent setup. And look at this shit tanking. Look at this shit tanking. Yo, this is crazy. But it did pull into that level. Anyway, guys, I'm just gonna go ahead and close out this video right here. Actually, let's go ahead and request this money before, so you guys can see me requesting this payout. How much money did we make? So $8,250.76. I don't know if it updated, how fast it updated. $8,250.56. Is that what it is? Profit should be less than or equal to eligible account. Let's refresh this. $2,008. $8,250.76. What? $8,250.76. All right, man. Look at this shit, bro. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Oh God, I'm not playing around with the market today. I'm taking my money. Taking my money. Rise. So the total I'm getting is 6,600. Let's go ahead and request that payout. Please enter a valid value. 0.51. Wait. 8251. 8250. Okay. Must have no closed positions less than 15 minutes. All right, so I can't request this money yet. So I have to wait 15 minutes. So I'm actually gonna pause the video and I'm gonna come back in 15 minutes and request the payout. All right, so I'm back to close out. Market did pretty good today. If I had just held the trade, but nonetheless, the reason why I came back was to go back over this. So let's see. I think it's been 15 minutes. Let's see if we could just hit request and see what happens. New payout requested. But I'm sure there's something else I need to do because I don't have any type of account on here in terms of like my bank account and stuff like that. So I don't necessarily know what I need to do after here. Please click on the request payout button. Proceed, fill out. Our team will reach out to you for further advancements. Okay. So I guess they'll be reaching out to me. Let's go ahead and See if I got any email. Okay. Okay, so payout team will verify requests within 3 working days. You will receive further instructions. All right, that's it, gang. That's it for this video. Hope you guys like. Please comment, like the video, obviously, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.